Good morning. It is the morning, guys, because we are on time today. Today, I want to talk about the downfall. How I correlate to it is basically you're at this point in your life where everything's going great, everything's handy dandy, you're getting things done, it's looking great, and then the world just crashes down in front of you. This is so bright with this jacket on. Let me take this off. This means that basically you go back. It's kind of feeling like you're going back in time. Everything's going back to the regularity of things, how you felt, of the negative aspects of your life. Like, things triggering you. That's the better word of saying it. Things are just triggering you left and right, and everything's just hitting the wall left and right, and you don't know what to do. It's a horrible freaking feeling when you're literally grinding and grinding and grinding. You're doing as hard as you can. You're pushing through to yourself, and then all of a sudden you get to a halting stop, and it's just like the world just feels like it's crashing down on you. Everything's just hitting you in the front. It could be deadlines, it could be anything, family situations, relationships, it could be work, anything that in the sorts that gets you scared. Not scared, but a type of feeling of uncontrollability, I want to say. You feel like you have no control of your life right now because everything's hitting the fan and you don't know how to act towards it. Let me tell you this. It's called for a downfall for a reason. But there's always an upscale to it. Always. There's never just, hey, you're doing great, and then you're just going to plummet down and that's where you're going to stay. No. Only if you choose to. This is what I have to say. Only if you choose your mind to stay in that lack mindset as you was in before. Only way that the downfall could stay as a rock bottom downfall. If you choose to give up on this downfall, it's a test. And I want you to know it's a test from the universe to see, hey, everything's going great in your life. Let's see what will happen if you're put in a situation that is not clear in a sense in your mind. It's not clear as gate where everything is peaches and cream, you got everything figured out. What would you do? That's where the universe tries to test you. What would you do in the moment of this feeling? Are you going to take it back and be like, okay, I'm not going to do this? Or are you going to, I hope I brought my charger. Woosah. See, I'm in the downfall. I've been like, and another thing I want to talk about the downfall is too, a downfall could feel like a downfall fall. You could feel like you're falling in levels, like here down, then here, then here, then here, and then it's just feeling like all those downfalls kind of correlate back up to like one big huge pile of negative feelings, and it's hard to get grasp out of it. Feel those type of feelings. Feel the uncontrollability. Accept that you cannot control everything of what life gives, like offers you or presents to you, but you could learn how to trajectory it into your own mind to be more of an understanding for you, you know? Instead of believing that it's all negative and all bad, believe that honestly there could be good things that come out of it. Trust me, when I'm still going through the downfall, but the downfall feels like literally you're against the wall and there's people attacking you at every single corner. Like you can't move. That's what it feels like. It feels like this type of feeling of like kind of like control, like in collapse, I guess you could say. Just feeling like there's no way out and you're just stuck there. And it sucks because you know what? On another part, I'm guessing that, give me a second, let me get some water because I am starving and hungry at the same time. What did I just say? But this type of feeling is only here to just teach you how to understand that life here is not anything that you can control, but you could adapt to. So adapting to this understanding that, hey, this is just a downfall, I could get back up on my feet. It's going to take some effort into me. It's going to take even more energy out of me. I know right now you probably don't even have more to give, but that's why it's a test to see how determined and how serious you are. You out of any situation. It may not even be a situation that is so much, but it's showing your determination of understanding that, hey, I could still feel okay while going through the turmoils of life. You know, it's just a lesson. It's a sucky one to be put on. Trust me, I understand. I'm going through it, but feel those feelings in those moments and just move past it, because you have been doing great for yourself, and you have known it. You have known and you have seen the growth you have done since the beginning of like your journey, and it's true. And it sucks to feel like this downfall emotion, but when I tell you there's going to be a great reward out of it, probably there's multiple things. More opportunities might be coming. You might have just lost your job. Things have been just hitting the fence. You don't know how you're going to pay for things. Maybe there's a better opportunity that's waiting out for you. Yes, this feels like the worst thing in the world. You feel like you can't control it, but in this moment, you cannot see what's in front of you, but it could be a better opportunity waiting for you. Second off, it could be you getting clarity about a situation that you're dealing with, say with a relationship, with your friendship, with a partner, anything of the sorts. You could be getting clarity on that moment, on that subject. That's why the downfall is coming. It could be a truth coming out. It could be things that are hitting the fence for you to see, so you could take action to better yourself. And it sucks to see things, but I always say you always have to look in the dark to see the light. And it's so true. You will never see the light if you're already in the light, is what I'm going to say. In that little glistening light, like that you feel that is perfect right now. You will never see the truth of what's really there if the negative never came out, or the negative aspects of it, or things that are happening to you came out. It would never be a thought process in your head. You would just keep going through life on daily, whatever you're doing, daily routines and things like that, not clicking any new change that needs to occur in your life, because you're content, you're happy, you're comfortable. That's when they get you. That's when the universe says, swipe, no. You gotta figure this out. You got things to work on, you need to figure it out. And when I tell you the downfall feels like the worst, the most giving up feeling in the world. It makes you feel like you're incompetent. It makes you feel like you're nothing. But in reality, you're everything. You're doing so much more, and it's just a test to see your abilities. And it's so hard to grasp, not understanding that when you're going through it. You will know if you're going through a downfall when everything's hit. You feel like you're just like you ever know that I don't know if you guys know Gypsy Rose, I'm on a high right now, you can't I feel like that's how people think, like at the top. This type of feeling that you're feeling right now is like all good. I'm on a high right now, I'm just living. Or I forgot how it says, but basically you're just living life like bubbly, and all of a sudden like everything just goes boom down. That's the type of feeling. Like, and then it could also just be like not just all crumbling into one. It could be in levels. Like this happened, then this happened. A whole different situation from the first situation happened. Like anything. It could be accumulating of things happening. It's all uniquely towards you. I cannot tell you blueprints of how this downfall is going to be. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, how you could act towards it, how you feel towards it, and not give up for it. Honestly. That's what I could give to you. Most I could give to you. Because that's the most anybody could give to you. Why? Because the only person, like I always traject this around, is going to be your own self to be able to correlate this into your life. You understand? And it sucks, you know? Like it's not, I keep saying it sucks because I want you to understand, like I get it. It's a horrible feeling. You might not want to hear it sucks. You maybe want to hear I'm excruciatingly dying or some crazy thing of how you're feeling. I don't want to internalize your emotions, thing that's it's not a good thing to feel, you know? Like it's not, you're a word of saying like, you're overreacting, which in reality you're not. You're just getting basically you're hitting the fence right now, and you could bounce back or you could plummet right into it and allow it to take you and allow yourself to give up. And when I say, like, why would you give up on something which you've been working so hard for? to just fix your own self. Oh my god, I hope my computer's not dying, because that means I have to go back home. No, just the lighting. Okay, my computer is dying though. So it's that type of feeling that I just want people to understand that you're not alone in this. Everybody feels it through their lives, and sometimes it can feel like hell, but when I tell you, probably you felt like hell before any of this journey than this. These are more just like lessons that you need to learn. Ooh, give me a second. There's so much things I could talk about the downfall. There's so many like little details that probably would not really matter, honestly. It's just me describing what might happen, but I cannot predict what will happen in your life, because your life is different than mine. Everybody's lives are different. Everybody deals with different things differently than I do, or than another person. But I could give you advice to help you, you know? Trust me. I'll tell you, my life hit the fence when things that happened with my family just kept getting worse. We just were never seeing eye to eye. It was just getting, my car battery died. Nobody was there to help me. My oil needed to be changed. No one was there to help me, except, of course, one person. Thank God, of my family, immediate, like, family friend of mine helped me. Thank God. And I was just hitting the fence every single place I went. Everything just felt like I was just not doing enough. I left my job the new job that I was starting for myself. And it hurt, because not only, I will say this, the job that I applied to was not good for me. It was not doing me justice. It was really much almost like a scam, I will have to say. But not in the words of saying it was a scam, but it was a scam. And it was soliciting almost like my family, and I didn't like what I was doing. Yes, I want to be in business, but I will never want to solicit things that I do not even really much care about to my family. And it was like, that was the only way. It was a lot more to the story, but to sum it up, at that time too, I was also I was sick. I was so sick. I think I had food poisoning or something at the time, and my work, the boss I needed to get back the stuff for, was like so adamant in me coming to go and give her the stuff back that day, and everything was just hitting the fence, and I feel like I was going back in time. Alright? I tried something new. It didn't fail. I don't want to say the words to me that it failed, but it wasn't the opportunity that was meant for me. That's a better way of saying it. It was not the best opportunity for me, and I noticed that, you know? It sucks, because it's like, I tried to start a new job. I have a new puppy. I'm taking 5 classes. I'm still working at my other job at Sunglasses, which my second job, I don't want to be at anymore. I feel like I've outgrown it, but I'm still stuck in that situation. Which then things that at that job hit the fence too. And everything was just hitting the fence, and I couldn't, to add on, the past has tried to rekindle itself, and I'm just trying to be translucent with you guys. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. And for me, I went to a point of state where I was like, what's going on? I can't do this. I was having problems with my father, which made the past rekindle back. More detail on that. But the past rekindled back, and then things just hit the fence, and I'm just like, everything was just accumulating up to me, okay? Even in school too, with things I need to get done that I have been putting off, and way more things that are just a little bit more personal for me that I just want to keep for myself. But those are the more logistic things that really happened, and it was every aspect of my life was really just hitting me. I was sick. I was not feeling good. It was just all wrong. It felt like I had zero control over my life. Wrong, but I felt like I was doing everything wrong that I was stepping back in time, and I was going backwards. I'm now back in my same job. I was not rekindling, because fuck man, but just talking to somebody that really just doesn't make me feel like I'm progressing in life, which that's, again, I allowed him, because I allowed that person to be in my energy. I allowed him to do that due to me having problems at home, having problems with my father, which made me just actually answer back, which I've never did, and I've chose not to, but I answered back, mostly because he said he would take me on a trip. But I just, not even about that, that's just a joke, but I just lost it in me to just not care anymore about this journey. Okay, I felt like I had nothing to give. I'm not seeing any progress in myself. I'm not doing any progress for myself, but everything's just falling. And I'm like, what's going on? And I have to believe in myself, that I have to know, yes, I'm going to get myself back up. I'm not going to allow all this crap to happen to me and me just allow it to just sit there. Me to sit there and just be like, oh, it's just happening to me. I'm just going to go with the flow. Yes, it's great to go with the flow, but have a plan. Have a thought process on what you're doing. Don't just go into it and just, I'm gonna do me. Like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, no. You should definitely stay grounded on knowing what your plan is and move towards it. Move away from the drama, the excess. Just kind of take it out for a second. Like, perceive yourself as a third person point of view. If you saw somebody else doing things that are happening to you to somebody else, what advice would you give to them? What would you do to keep them going? Because I don't think everybody's a bad person in this world. I think, honestly, you try to help other people. Everybody tries to at least give advice to people. So why not give the same advice to yourself? Why not give the same energy you would give to a friend and the same advice you would give to a friend, not for yourself? That's how I want you to analyze it. Analyze it from a higher perspective, what you want to do next, what you want to correlate out of this next. For me, I didn't want this job. I really wanted flexible hours because I'm in school for like doing 5 classes. That's my fault. But it chose me to want to reach a different path. I want to go try to see car salesman and try to be a car saleswoman and make money like that, make my money up a little bit, because I'm still in school. I still got to get through school before anything, but I still need the money to still provide for myself. I'm not real wealthy. I did not come from money. God wishes I wish I came from money, but I wasn't. I was not made of money. I was not given money to me. It was not a handout for me. I had to work towards it since I've been on this earth. Since I was 13 years old, I've been working. 13 or 14. I don't remember the age. Don't come at me. It was the first time I started working. When I was able to work, I had to work. I had to get shit for myself. I had to get what I wanted for myself because I did not grow up with money. I did not grow up with handouts. And I'm not mad at it because it taught me strength. And it persevered and gave me resilience to this world to understand that reality of life, you're not going to succeed by sitting on your ass. I'm sorry. It taught me that. It taught me, get up, keep going, keep pushing. I was in school. I was doing 2 jobs. I got kicked out of my house. I was doing a lot at that time. And it teaches you to just get the F up. And that's what I'm doing here. And to my now adulthood, I'm doing the same thing that I already know, working my ass off. And maybe this, like I was saying before, maybe that opportunity that I got for this job was not the one to keep. Maybe it was a lesson for me to learn, to move past it. I think it was my lesson because I'm an advocate of this, of always staying in a place that I fucking hate. I hate the job that I work at, and I stayed there for years and years and years. I love it. I'm not gonna say I hate it. I love the job, love the people, but at a point you get to a point where you have to say, I've grown out of this. I need to know more for myself. I have to learn more things for myself than just what I'm still doing on a daily basis. You're not teaching yourself anything different. You're just going through the comfortability. And I've known this in my head, but I stick in it because I just choose not to venture out. More that I'm afraid of change, any of the sorts, I know I am. But I feel like that was a lesson for me to learn, that when I went to this new job, hey, it wasn't the right one for me. I left it, move on to another one. I'm still stable enough to have a second than my other job, but I'm still searching for another permanent job that I actually like. You know what I mean? And it's another opportunity that might be given to me. I still have to apply for it. I still have to do the work towards it to get to that opportunity. I'm not sticking in the comfortability of knowing that everything's hitting the shit and hitting the fan, and I'm sitting here. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm feeling my feelings. Yeah, I'm going through that process of healing what just happened to me, because it was a lot. And trust me, I went backwards. But it wasn't on purpose. It was honestly still a lesson for me to understand and learn that this is why I'm doing, why I'm acting like this. This is why I'm perceiving off like this, you know? And it was, that opportunity probably was given to me, and a better one might come. With the relationship statics, that was because of like things that happened with my father and things like that made me go back. Again, it's a lesson learned. I'll keep learning this. Again, I'm going to keep telling myself, I'll keep learning the same lesson until it clicks. I know damn well for myself I don't really want to be with this person, so I got to be truthful to them. I have to be truthful to them, which I was. They just don't give a damn. These people. But that's when I have to make it to myself to just cut it off, block it. Maybe try to end things on good terms. If it doesn't work like that, then hit the fan. It's my life at the end of the day. And I'm not giving it up. I'm literally not giving it up. I tell all you guys, do not give up your own life for another person. Do not. This is just a downfall feeling. And it's going to feel like this it's going to go away in a day. It's going to be accumulation, probably a couple weeks, maybe a month. It all depends. But just realize it's just the downfall. You will climb the hell back out only if you take the lessons that you've learned since then. Nothing else will matter until you take, literally nothing else will stick to you. Only the advice that you have given to yourself. Oh my God, there is literally public safety coming up, and I'm not even supposed to be here. I don't know how I'm gonna move. Alright, we're just gonna move. Alright, good morning, good night, see you in the next. Sorry.